Something I just thought of last time. If you have an athlete going from low altitude to high altitude in Mexico City, next time let's play around with some breath hold sprints, which are at a very high intensity, a month out, because that may, there's no data, prepare them for high altitude. They did something which I consider low intensity. It didn't work, but something to play around with. We'll talk about this another time. So what we're going to focus on a month out from a fight is lactic power. This is like when Izzy got finished in the UFC last fight. Alex got him against the cage, that explosive lactic power. It's 10 seconds of maximal exercise followed by 10 seconds of rest. This is one repetition. For the level of fighter you have, 10 repetitions. 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off, that's one. Repeat that 9 more times for a total of 10. And you're going to rest 5 minutes. Now, what's important is this has to be a whole body explosive exercise. It could be a combination on a heavy bag, to change things up. I like rowing. I like Aerodyne, the bike Aerodyne, because you're getting your arms and legs, or battle ropes. Right, explosively double slams with, the heels coming off the ground. Is what's important is explosive, intense contractions, recruiting every muscle fiber in the body. So once again, 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off. That's one rep. Do 10 reps. That is what's called a series. And rest 5 minutes. Week 1, I would do 3 series. I'd probably do this two or three times a week. Probably 2 times a week, depending on, because there's so many things you got to factor in with sparring, everything else. 2 times a week should be sufficient. Week 2, 4 series. Week 5, or week 3, 5 series. And then we're going to taper. I have deload, but it's taper 8 to 14 days before the fight. I'm going to make a video on that another time. So this is what's key about the taper. You reduce the volume or how much total work is done by 60%, but you keep the adaptations, or you keep the intensity, the same. This will allow for the body to adapt. And we know this in world-class athletes from muscle samples and performance tests. This gives the body a chance to heal from all that training. And I'll make a video on that later. If you have any questions, hit me up.